Well, hello there, wiggers and niggers. Now, about 5 years ago, old UWG here, uppity white guy on this channel, got laid off. I know, it happens to white people, right? So I got laid off. I don't like corporations, but they tend to own most everything in this country because we have let them. And I worked for a big company, not in the corporate side of stuff, but in a professional other setting. It was television oriented. I kind of liked what I did, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't like management there. I'm not supposed to criticize them, but I didn't like them. I don't think they could manage a lemonade stand. I'll be fucking honest with you. Most of them, and there are too many people there. There were a lot of bus drivers, if you know what I mean. They throw you under the bus to make themselves look good. There were a lot of producers there. A lot of people like titles. Oh, I'm a producer. I'm an associate producer. All that meant was you were a gopher. An associate producer. You would go between the guest and the producer and run around and do little errands and then write a report at the end of the day. That's all they were. Basically, there was not a lot of high skill level, but they got a title of associate producer, so it made them important, and then they were in line to become a producer supposedly someday. Maybe. And everybody there, a lot of people there, were chasing titles. Constantly chasing titles. And it was very much like a high school mentality thing. There were cliques, and this person liked what this person said, and if you weren't in, there was always a joke, but you weren't in on it unless you were with them, this kind of shit. It was very much high schoolish, and there was a lot of kind of bullying, like corporate bullying. Oh, we don't do that, but they did. But they were your boss, so you couldn't say anything, But basically, I don't work there anymore. So I don't really give two fucks. If I saw them on the street, I'd tell them otherwise, and there's nothing they could fucking do about it. But since your homeboy here, uppity white guy, is pretty much an introvert, I'm probably never going to see anybody on the street. Because I hardly ever leave. I like it that way. But I just read a little while ago that they are now going out of business, which this is predictable. It was predictable 5 years ago when they laid a bunch of people off. I saw that coming. I just couldn't see when it was coming. Because, let me tell you, because all the management would say is, nothing's going to change, everything's going to be fine. When we got bought out, they kept saying, everything's going to change. And I'm thinking to myself, the fuck you mean ain't nothing's going to change, asshole? Somebody just bought us. They're going to go through this company with a fine-tooth comb, find out who they want to keep, how many people they can get rid of to maximize their earnings. Of course, you're an idiot. Nothing's going to change. Get the fuck out of here. Now, I truly believe that the guy that was, maybe we'll call him Darren, was semi in charge of our department. He was like the number 2 guy, I guess, or something. He was telling us everything's going to change, and I had known him for years. I was always friendly with him, but I always thought Darren was a bit dopey. Okay? So it falls into 2 camps, in my opinion. Those that are lying to your face and those that are too stupid to see what's coming next. And I believe he was in the latter part. He just didn't see what was coming next. Because he was Darren. He was dopey. And so he kept telling us nothing was going to happen. And I didn't think the guy was lying, but I just thought, man, he's dumb as shit. And sure enough, a lot of us got laid off. Now, this other guy that worked there, John, he'd probably spout the whatever management told him, rammed up his asshole, and worked him like a puppet, and he'd just spout it to you. So you're never going to get the truth from anybody. They're always going to tell you nothing's going to happen, and then one day they lay you off out of the blue. So I knew it was coming, because not that they were telling me, but I'm just not stupid. But I never knew when, because nobody was telling you the truth, or they were just too stupid and telling you what they thought was true, but they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. And so everybody was telling you how everything was great, and then one day you get herded into a room, and there's John and some legal asshole that looks like you could kick the shit out of him on the street, but you have to say yes and no when you're in the room. So whatever. But I looked upon it as a blessing because I was set free from that environment. I was trying to figure out how to get out, at the same time, but yet set myself up at the same time, and it was kind of hard to do. So it allowed me time to go back to school and start learning something else. Take note of this, blacks. This is what you need to be doing. Yeah, white privilege. I worked for it. So this is what you need to do, blacks. Take note of this. So that's what I did. It allowed me, I looked upon it as an opportunity, although you're going to take, it's one of those things where you take 3 steps backwards to take a step forwards. Right. So in the meantime, you know, some people go, oh, he's working at Walmart, he couldn't find a job. What they don't know is I worked at Walmart because it allowed me the hours I needed to go to school. Because although they gave me a payout, it wasn't a CEO payout, so I couldn't just sit there and do nothing and go to school. You know, it wasn't that big of a payout. In fact, in my opinion, they screwed a lot of the workers, but they tend to do that. And then they go, no, we gave you something that's fair. How much you give the CEO? Well, that's different. That's different. You know, so you're always going to hear that kind of shit. They're worth more than you. They're better people. You get the thing, right? So now I just heard that they're actually closing. And at the time, everybody said it's only a matter of time before they close the rest of this place. They've laid off a bunch of people, but they're gonna close because, keep in mind, the place that bought it owns a huge broadcast facility up in Pennsylvania. They'd have to keep the lights on down here, cost them money. Okay? If the place is profitable, maybe, but even if it's, let's say, I read it had a bad couple years, but maybe it didn't. Maybe it was good, but even if it's profitable, it still costs money off the top to keep the fucking lights on. They could take that brand, that name, HSN, and take it up north, outside of their broadcast facilities, and these broadcast facilities, like HSN, had many studios in it. Okay, they were all named like Studio A, Studio B, Studio O was outside, Studio G was at the other end, Studio D was the cooking set. So we had many studios for what kind of show we were going to do. Oh, the next show is a cooking show, it's in Studio D. The next show is outside because it's a good day and it's summertime and we're selling a grill, so we want it by the pool area, and that's Studio O. So all they have to do, providing they have a similar setup up there, which I'm sure they do, they have multiple studios for everything, all they have to do is just dedicate one studio up there as the HSN studio. The people at home don't fucking know any different. The set might look different, but they don't know it's being broadcast. They don't give a shit. It's still the HSN brand. They can keep the brand and keep all the people that are loyal to that brand watching and broadcast from someplace else and only have to pay to keep the lights on in one building. It's a lot cheaper and close this one down. So it's only a matter of fucking time. I'm shocked it took them 5 years and lay everybody off down here. They already have crews up there. They don't need your ass. But right now what's happening is I've noticed some posts on the internet. Oh, the people are so shocked. You know, the people that didn't call me and say, how you doing? Which I don't really give a shit. A few people did, and bless them, and they're good people. But most people didn't. They didn't give a 2 fucks. I worked there for almost 20 years. They didn't give a shit. So you know what? I'm here to say right now, I don't give a fuck about you. Tough shit. It's your turn, asshole. Let's see how you do. And you know, there's gonna be people that are going, oh, I'll be fine. There's one person that mumbles, particular, I know what he's thinking right now. I got my own production company. If his production company was making so much, he would have left a long time ago. Right now he's on the phone to our former boss going, I need work. That's what he's doing. But he won't tell you that. He won't tell you that. Oh, I got a plan, I know what I'm doing. No, you don't. He clung to this company like a fucking orphan child sucking from some broad's tit. Okay? He is shitting himself right now. I saw other posts on the internet. They're shitting themselves. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? That's why you have a plan, stupid. So, I don't feel sorry for them. And this broadcast is rather personal. It's basically, fuck you. Tough shit, assholes. There's a couple people there that I will say, I hope you do well. But the majority of them, I couldn't wait to get the fuck out of there and never see those people again. And to be honest with you, I don't give a fuck if they fall off a cliff now. Especially 90% in management. Yeah. They'll be working at the local glory hole next week. And I'm fucking so I am one of those people that actually finds joy in other people's misery if they've done me wrong. I find tremendous joy in it. So you know what? You can go fuck yourself. Okay? Tough shit. Take your buyout. Do what I did. Have a set of nuts. And that one that posted on the internet a while back, maybe your name's Rebecca or something. Put on your big girl panties, honey. Go out and do something with yourself. Okay? And that's tough shit. There's a couple people I wish you only the best, but most people I could give a fuck less where you land. I don't care if you land on your fucking faces. Tough fucking shit. Okay? And like I said, management, I could give a fuck less what happens to you. You could be at the local glory hole next week. I don't give a flying fuck. Go fuck yourselves. Okay? And that's my fuck you to those people because they can't write me up anymore. What are they gonna do? I don't work for you. You don't pay any of my fucking bills. Go fuck off, asshole. Former management where I used to work? These nuts. Go fuck yourself.